Under the floodlights of a packed arena, the night trembles with electricity. The air is thick, heavy with the roar of fans who have traveled from far corners just to witness a collision of styles, wills, and spirit. The ring sits like an altar under the glow, and as the cameras sweep across the crowd, chants of Pitbull, Pitbull, echo like rolling thunder. Then, the lights dim, the announcer steps forward, and a booming voice slices through the noise. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Isaac Pitbull Cruz. The arena erupts. Out from the tunnel marches the compact, stocky figure of the Mexican pressure machine. His shoulders bounce, his jaw clenched, his eyes as sharp as a blade. This is a fighter born for chaos, molded by struggle, driven by a hunger few can match. He strides toward the ring, each step deliberate, each breath controlled, soaking in the moment, but never losing focus. Moments later, the tone shifts. The lights sharpen to a colder blue, and the announcer calls again, introducing Thomas Mattice. The Ohio technician enters to a mix of cheers and anticipation. Tall, rangy, schooled, Mattice carries himself with a cool confidence. He is the sharpshooter, the strategist, the one who believes timing can tame aggression. Tonight, he walks with purpose, knowing he faces a storm disguised as a 5'4" buzzsaw. The referee pulls both men to the center, laying down the rules. Clean fight, protect yourself at all times, obey commands. Gloves touch, eyes lock, and suddenly the noise fades into a deep hum. This is the moment every fighter lives for. 10 rounds scheduled. 10 rounds to prove heart, skill, and desire. 10 rounds to carve another chapter into the unforgiving history of the fight game. The bell rings, and immediately the contrast in styles explodes into motion. Cruz surges forward like an unleashed engine, compact and low, cutting the distance with small, explosive steps. Mattice tries to maintain range, attempting to pump out long jabs, trying to stretch the ring and keep the Pitbull at bay. But Cruz doesn't ask permission. He doesn't hesitate. Within seconds, he's in the pocket, burying short uppercuts and thudding hooks into the ribs of the taller American. You can hear the punches, thick, meaty echoes ripping through the arena. Mattice tries to adjust, rolling his shoulders, stepping off angles, but Cruz keeps marching, head tucked, gloves high, willing to take one to give three. The commentary at ringside notes the danger immediately. He's too tentative. Cruz is walking straight through him. Even in the opening round, the Mexican strategy is clear. Destroy the body, break the rhythm, and suffocate Mattice's breathing space. The American lands a few counters. Long right hands that snap Cruz's head back. But nothing, absolutely nothing, slows the Pitbull's advance. Round 2 unfolds with similar violence. Cruz digs more body shots. Left hooks under the elbow. Right hands behind the guard. Mattice fires back, scoring with crisp shots. But Cruz's pressure is relentless. By round 3, the stats reveal an astonishing truth. Cruz has already thrown nearly 200 punches. He is fighting at a pace that is almost unreasonable for a lightweight. But that's Cruz. Energy, ferocity, controlled madness. Mattice tries to stand his ground, landing a few heavy shots of his own. But the rhythm belongs to Cruz. His work rate, his presence, his aggression, they weigh on Mattice like an anchor. The crowd senses the storm tightening, the tension mounting, the momentum shifting in favor of the Pitbull. Then something changes in round 4. Mattice begins timing the incoming rushes, letting his hands go with sharper accuracy. He snaps Cruz's head back with straight punches fired down the middle. And suddenly, the American technician finds the range he had been searching for since the opening bell. The tide doesn't fully turn, but it ripples, just enough to bring suspense back into the fight. Cruz continues pressing, continues banging the body, but Mattice now meets him with counters, uppercuts, and rights over the top. The commentators recognize it immediately. Mattice is usually a slow starter, Now he's getting into his rhythm. Round 5 becomes a tactical tug-of-war. Cruz slams combinations to the ribs. Mattice answers with sleek footwork and clean jabs. The Pitbull keeps coming, always coming, but Mattice shows resolve, experience, survival instincts honed through years of tough fights. The punches grow heavier, the exchanges longer, the drama richer. Round 6, the halfway point, offers some of the best action. Mattice digs deep, launching sharp uppercuts and sidestepping Cruz's rushes with veteran savvy. Cruz keeps marching forward, but for the first time, he's forced to think before he steps. It becomes a chess match wrapped in violence. Each man tries to impose his world, Cruz pushing chaos, Mattice carving order. A cut appears on Matisse's nose, a product of the Pitbull's pressure, but he doesn't back down. Instead, he fires harder shots, cleaner shots, trying to win respect and stop Cruz from overwhelming him. The bout becomes a contest of heart and lungs. Who can endure the grind? Who can maintain the will? Who can survive the suffocating pace? By the time round 6 ends, the crowd rises in full appreciation. This is no longer a one-sided beatdown. This is a war. Round 7 begins with renewed intensity. Cruz returns to his roots, ripping vicious hooks to the body, scoring with uppercuts that land like hammers crashing into steel. Mattice absorbs them, fires back, but the accumulation begins to show. His legs don't look as firm, his steps not as crisp. Cruz senses it. Pressure fighters always do. He closes the distance quicker, punches in bunches, punishes the ribs with the kind of shots that drain a man's soul. Mattice still lands meaningful counters, 2 left hands here, a sharp right there, but Cruz walks through them with the stubborn, bulldog-like determination that has defined his entire career. In round 8, the brutality ratchets up. Cruz unleashes combinations that chase Mattice across the ring, left to the body, left to the head, right straight up the middle. The taller man tries to reset, tries to move, but Cruz's pace is suffocating. Every time Mattice circles out, Cruz is in front of him again, punching, forcing exchanges, denying rest. Yet Mattice refuses to wilt. He fires back with crisp rights, landing some of his best shots of the fight. The commentators remark on the difficulty of hitting a short, compact pressure fighter cleanly, and how Cruz uses that advantage to crowd opponents and steal their oxygen. By round 9, fatigue shows on both men. Cruz keeps launching assault after assault, while Mattice digs deep, answering with heart and desperation. A hard left from Cruz, a clean right from Mattice, neither man willing to concede ground. Round 9 ends in a swirl of tension. The audience knows they're witnessing a rare kind of contest, a battle of styles, wills, and conditioning. One man has pressure, the other has precision, but both have heart that refuses to crack. Then comes round 10, the final chapter, and suddenly, Mattice finds his fire. With the understanding that only a massive round can save him, he storms out with purpose. He lets his hands go in 3s and 4s, snapping Cruz's head back with sharp, disciplined combinations. The crowd gasps as Mattice lands clean rights, clean lefts, forcing Cruz to pause for the first time all night. This is the Ohio boxer's revival, his final stand, his refusal to go quietly into defeat. Cruz takes the punches, but even the Pitbull seems surprised at the surge. Mattice digs a right hand into the target, then another and another, swinging with urgency and pride. The crowd rises to its feet, sensing the drama unfolding in real time. Can the late charge steal the fight? Does Mattice still have the power to change everything in the final minutes? Cruz answers with grit, leaning forward, firing back, refusing to fade. His own combinations thud against Mattice's guard. Another body shot, another left hook, another right hand. Sweat sprays under the lights. The exchanges become a blur. The commentators marvel at Mattice's determination. Say what you want about him, he always tries hard. He leaves everything in there. And he does. For 3 straight minutes, Mattice punches as if destiny is chasing him. But Cruz, relentless even when pushed back, matches him shot for shot. The round ends with both fighters throwing, both fighters refusing to break, both fighters standing tall in the eye of a storm they've built together. When the bell finally rings, the arena explodes in applause. It was a final round worthy of any boxing film. Blood, sweat, heart, and the echo of 2 warriors who refused to surrender. The fighters return to their corners, breathing heavy, shoulders rising and falling like pistons. Sweat drips from their faces. Their gloves hang low. Their chests burn. But there is pride, deep, unshakable pride. They walk to the center of the ring, arms over shoulders, waiting for the verdict. The crowd murmurs with anticipation, the tension rising like steam. Both men believe they've done enough. Mattice with his late surge, Cruz with his relentless pressure. The judges. Cards are collected, handed to the announcer, and the arena holds its breath. Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards. The pause stretches into eternity. Then the verdict drops. Both judges score the bout in favor of your winner by majority decision, Isaac Pitbull Cruz. The arena explodes as Cruz raises his gloves, a lion in triumph. Mattice nods with respect, knowing he fought with everything inside him, knowing he made the Pitbull earn every inch of victory. Cruz's team rushes the ring, hugging him as chants of Pitbull roll through the building like a tidal wave. This wasn't just a win, it was a statement, a showcase of Mexican pressure, iron-willed conditioning, and a style that refuses to take a backward step. But the story doesn't end in triumph alone. It ends with respect. Mattice lifting his hand in acknowledgement, Cruz embracing him, both men bonded forever by the 10 rounds they shared. It was a night of heart, grit, and relentless drive, a night where 2 fighters left pieces of themselves in the ring. And when the lights dim and the crowd filters out, only one truth remains. On this night, under these lights, in this arena, Isaac Pitbull Cruz proved once again why he is one of the most relentless forces in modern boxing.